911, what's your emergency?
Yes, man. You're probably not going to believe this, but I'm a prisoner in a van, and I'm here with a couple of the other cats and a couple of the guys that were in the van. Jacked the van.
Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you and someone out, and we just pretty much watch videos and talk about them. And I just got to thank the people that's been rocking with me, because y'all could be somewhere else trying to find this stuff, but y'all know where y'all at with CSL TV. And I just got to say thank you so much for rocking with me. But as always, I don't like making my intros too long. Sometimes I get carried away, but I don't like making my intros too long because y'all want to see what's going on. So with that being said, let's get it.
This story out of Rochester, Minnesota is heartbreaking and full of twists. This is Connor Bowman, a 31-year-old doctor at the prestigious Mayo Clinic, his wife Betty Bowman, a 32-year-old pharmacist. The couple, married and working together, had what on the surface looked like a thriving life. Their marriage, however, was anything but conventional. Connor and Betty ultimately agreed to have an open relationship, a dynamic filled with complex emotions and encounters with multiple partners. Betty, who was bisexual, was simultaneously dating two others, a man and a woman, while Connor found himself increasingly obsessed with a new love interest. Despite the apparent freedom their lifestyle allowed, their open marriage began to crumble. Friends recalled how Betty struggled with Connor's infatuation with his other partner, which seemed more like an obsession. This new relationship seemed to not just be another fling, it was becoming something that threatened their marriage. But the real shock came when Connor started talking about being a widower on dating apps like Bumble while he flirted with other women. He told strangers that Betty had died from everything from listeria to a morphine overdose, changing his story with each telling. He even told one woman that his dead wife, who wasn't dead, would have wanted him to move on and be happy. Days later, when Betty suddenly fell ill and was rushed to the hospital with suspected food poisoning, the pieces began to fall into place. By all accounts, she was healthy, but she ultimately died in the hospital. The day after her death, Connor tried to have her cremated immediately, which was blocked by the medical examiner's office. That's because she died from a lethal dose of gout medication, a medication she had no medical reason to take. Investigators soon learned that Connor had made searches on how to administer a lethal dose of that same drug. And friends and family were horrified to discover he was already flaunting his new romance publicly just days after Betty's death. He even took her to a winery with their mutual friends where they were smiling, kissing, and hugging. It emerged that Connor had been planning for what came next. He had recently taken out a $500,000 life insurance policy on Betty. The situation was fraught with red flags that no one had pieced together until it was too late. Connor's debt, his desire for a new life, and his disregard for Betty's feelings painted a picture of a man who'd seemingly stop at nothing to get what he wanted. And now, it's all catching up with him. He's being charged with first-degree murder and is being held on a $2 million bond. He's due back in court in June.
Man, that was crazy, and I'm sorry, but if you see, at first when I was, when we was all listening to this, I thought that he just did what he did because he didn't want to be with her no more. And you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself, like, why didn't you just get a divorce to do whatever you had to do to, not be in that marriage? But then as they go along, they start talking about the money and this and that. And this guy right here, he should definitely get life in prison without the possibility of parole, because the shit he did first, he was so infatuated with the open marriage shit, and now you up here talking about, oh, whoever you was talking to or whatever you was thinking, they done put this life insurance shit in your head, and then you gonna kill this beautiful woman now. I don't understand why people think that, they could do stuff to do shit like this and just think they can get away with it, like you just gonna have a plan or et cetera, whatever, and everything's gonna be fine. You can live with your life. And I'm sorry, anybody that kills somebody, definitely in this type of way, and can just live with their life, man, you ain't right. That's all I gotta say. You are mentally messed up, and domestic violence is something that needs to be talked about more than it should. And I appreciate them beautiful people over at Notice News, Crime Line, and everything across the board that's trying to put light on domestic abuse, domestic violence, because that is a silent killer that nobody seems to want to talk about. It's just like,
911, what's your emergency?
Yes, man. You're probably not gonna believe this, but I'm a prisoner in a van, and I'm here with a couple of the other cats and a couple of the guys that were in the van. Jacked the van. We're at the hospital. They stole the van.
Where are you, sir?
Weatherford. I have no idea where we're at because we're in a PTS, like all over the country. We're on transport extradition back to a couple different states.
Where are you at, sir? Where are you?
We're in Weatherford. I mean, I don't want to leave the van, so I'm not going to walk up because we put into some like, little like grass alley. They came to, they stopped and we were gonna. I was just gonna leave it alone. We were just gonna leave it alone, but we voted on it.
Sir, I just need to know where you are. I understand you're in Weatherford.
I can't tell you that. I don't know. We're in Oklahoma somewhere. I don't know because we're not on the road and I'm not from here. We're back in some yard and they. You want me to walk to the corner because I just don't want to get shot by no cops or nothing.
Sir,
guns in the van and shit.
You know what? I appreciate your phone call, but the only thing I can do to help you is to know where you are. Do you see anything around you?
I'll walk to the road, but I just want it to be noted that I'm in the van right now and I'm shackled up. It's not gonna look good walking to the street. Because they opened the doors and they busted through one of the doors. We were at the.
So as you guys done heard, we about to get into a crazy 911 story. Some inmates and jacked the van, and now we about to see how this whole scenario play out. But y'all be careful out there, be safe, because as y'all can see, we got prisoners that's out here hijacking and doing stuff they ain't supposed to be doing.
Hospital. One of the guys had an emergency.
Sir,
I'm walking there right now.
We know the situation. We just need to know where you are.
Okay, well, I just don't want to. All right. You notify that dispatch or police or whatever that I'm walking, so
I will let them know, okay?
Right,
I just need to know your location.
I'm trying to walk. And there's not even any cross streets. There was if you turn by Little Caesars, if you turn right, because we went there for lunch. If you're coming from the hospital on the frontage road, and you turn right, leaving the hospital, and you go down that frontage road about a mile, there's a big camper in front of me. I'm still walking. I'm shackled up, and I can't walk fast.
Where are the rest of the prisoners?
And we're all in the van. The two of the dudes took off. The two dudes that were doing whatever they were doing. They took off, and they unlocked their shit, and they grabbed their property, and they took off.
They unlocked their shit, grabbed their property, and took off.
Yeah.
On foot, sir?
What's that?
They're on foot?
Yeah, they're on foot. There's two of them.
Okay, so you said turn right by Little Caesars.
Oh man, so he in there snitching. So what y'all think gonna happen to them once they get captured? I really want to know what's gonna really happen to the guy that's on the phone telling everybody, telling the 911 operator what happened and where everybody at. Because we know they were over by Little Caesars, but we about to see how they get caught.
Yeah, hold on a second. There's a stop ahead sign. There's a couple of brown. There's red brick buildings. Hold on a second. Hey, stop! No one wants to stop. There's the cops right here.
The cops are right there?
The cops are right here. Hey, come here.
Sir, are you chained? You're chained, right?
I got him right here. I got a SWAT-2 Park Ranger right here.
SWAT-2 Park Ranger.
The bank's back here.
SWAT-2 Park Ranger. You're right there with our inmate. SWAT-2 Park Ranger.
Where's it at? Hey, get on the radio. Get in there. Move that. There's guns in the car too. Get in there.
Who is this? Sir? Hello?
Sir, we got it under control.
This is 911. Who is this?
This is Park Ranger here at Weatherford.
This is the Weatherford PD. Where are you?
We are right north of the point in Weatherford.
North of the point in Weatherford. SWAT-2 has the inmate. North of the point of Weatherford. SWAT-2 has the inmate.
We got it. We're here.
Okay, I'm just letting other officers know where you are.
I gotta get off here. We're on the radio.
Okay.
So we finally know where they at. They at the north point of Weatherford. It took about 3-4 minutes to figure this out because he didn't know where he was at. But we about to see what is going on with these inmates and hear more about this whole situation. I just hope I ain't bore y'all ain't bored. But let's get it.
In Weatherford, Oklahoma, Joshua Silverman was given a chance to flee when 2 other inmates hijacked the van he was transported in. Unexpectedly, instead of making a run for it, he dialed 911 and alerted the police about the escape. Guards from the prison transportation service drove the security vehicle to the hospital to drop off ill inmates. But while they accompanied the sick prisoners, the other 8 stayed in the car, unsupervised. And the keys were in the ignition so the inmates would have air conditioning. 2 decided to take the chance to escape and kicked out a partition in the van before moving up front and driving off. About a mile later, the inmates ditched the vehicle to flee on foot. However, Silverman, one of the 6 inmates left behind, was reluctant to escape. He was still shackled when he called 911. He was originally in custody on drug-related charges and was being taken to Wisconsin when the van was hijacked. Court records indicate the prisoner had been convicted of bail jumping, manufacturing, and disorderly conduct over the past few years. Thanks to the inmate, police were able to locate Burns and Coleman faster. They were recaptured and taken back into custody.
So my thing is, these 2 idiots escaped prison, right? They escaped prison, thought they was gonna get away. When they thought they was gonna get away, where the fuck was they gonna run to? Like, how are you gonna live your life and not have to worry about hiding? And then another thing that kills me is that you got jail clothes and handcuffs. You know, these people had let the air-conditioned van stay on so you wouldn't die. And, you know what I'm saying, be exhausted of the heat, dehydration, and all this other shit. But yet y'all decide to do that. I'm pretty sure this is gonna piss him off the next time he got to take some people, some inmates, somewhere to another prison, hospital, whatever whole scene could be, because he gonna always think about this time that happened. That could have got him fired if he didn't, you know, face some kind of disciplinary action. I'm pretty sure he got in trouble. And, you know, they had a good talk with him. But other than that, you know, trying to be nice and fucking look what happened. Motherfuckers robbed the van, trying to get away. You know, you up here trying to make sure these inmates good, and you got these ones over here doing crazy stuff.